today, in today's live is going to be pretty cool. It's going to be about the extraordinary mindset of an entrepreneur. And what brought about the idea to do a video on this was more about what I've seen by doing. I just started doing podcasts. It's probably been approximately, I would say I'm on number 9 now. So I've done 9 of them. It's been about 9 weeks, and I'm doing them weekly. It's a lot of fun. It's great. And what I love about them is it's sharing with you guys all the mindset individually for each of those entrepreneurs and what they use to accomplish their success, right? And to really hear about, in my own life as an entrepreneur, to relate to them and understand that, hey, these guys are also going through problems. Like a lot of times we think that it's only us going through the problems, but it's not. And when you hear that it's others, it's not like you're rejoicing, oh, wow, like great, they're suffering. That's awesome. It's not making me feel better about them going down or them having problems. It's making me feel better and other people feel better that when they see others going through things, they're like, hey, you know what? I'm not alone. Other people are also going through this. Now, as an entrepreneur, mindset is super important because it's always that mentality of, things go wrong. Definitely, fires are going to happen. You got to put them out. That's a thing you hear all the time. And times where you don't feel like doing the work because you don't really have anyone pushing you. So you got to push yourself. So it's really tough because you got to be self-motivated and really drive for success and set goals. But what happens is that a lot of times, a lot of entrepreneurs, and especially small business, we end up just capping ourselves and saying that's enough, which is fine. If you're okay with that, that's totally cool. And if you're happy with that, that's your life and that's your choice as an entrepreneur. Like I've met people that, for example, one guy I know, he does leaf gutter cleaning, right? And he's happy with the number of clients he has. And I know another person that does garden maintenance, and he's happy also with the amount of clients that he has. He doesn't really want any more. And then there's others that I know as well, like Rich Cruz, who's a very dear student of mine, since the age he was 12. This guy is amazing, and he always has this positive attitude. Things go wrong, but he always just steps up and moves past it. And he's got a a huge waiting list of people to come in and join his service. But he's also happy with the amount that he has, right? So the mindset is, the winning mindset, what I see common with a lot of successful entrepreneurs is being happy with where you are at, which helps you to focus on the clients that you have and helps you to appreciate them and work with them. And they also get that feeling from you that, hey, you know what, like these people actually care about me. Let me refer more. And it's not for that reason. It's not it's a marketing tactic. You're just doing it out of goodwill. You're giving, you're being with them, you're working with them. And naturally, because they're staying, there's more people that are going to come and it's going to grow, right? But a lot of times, even in my business life and as an entrepreneur, I tend to sometimes the mindset starts to go into growth mode and you start to look past what you have in front of you. And when I start to look past what I have in front of me, then I kind of miss out on all the golden treasure that we have with our clients and with the people around us and the services that we offer. So why I did this is also self-serving. So when you do something for your clients, you want to do it where it's self-serving, that you get the gratification. You know you did a good job. You know you put in your effort. You know that your mind was in the right place. Your intentions were right. And as an entrepreneur, you're not a big, huge corporation that doesn't connect with the people all the way at the bottom and only looks at corporate and numbers and this and that. It's very binary, very cold. We didn't get into that small businesses for that reason. There might be a small percentage that did, and they are huge public companies now. But a lot of them that I've interviewed and I've spoke with, they tell me that, they missed the days when it was just a smaller business. It was more intimate. They knew their customers and they enjoyed the satisfaction of that a lot more, right? And so you guys are at that place where these guys that are at this high level, supposed high level, have all this stress and all these things, careful what they wish for, they got it, and I'm sure they're happy. It's okay. That's up to them. That's their journey. But for me personally, I like to have that touch, and majority of the businesses out there are small. Majority of the entrepreneurs are smaller, and small to others may be big to you, right? So let's get into the extraordinary mindset of an entrepreneur. The title of this video. What I find extraordinary, and for me it's been over 25 years being an entrepreneur, almost 28. I can't even count. how long it's been. And I can tell you that every day feels like day one. Like every day feels like, oh man, I've got this to do, I've got that to do. It really never ends. So what I'm trying to do now is try to find a place where I'm at, a nice pace and I'm happy, and you're just happy with where you're at and you just continuously just keep slowly progressing forward without trying to progress forward, right? So this is, my main message to you is like, if you can find that place for you where you have that mindset, where you have that kind of sweet spot, where you feel good going to work or, well, not going to work, but doing all your work, being an entrepreneur, dealing with the people that you have, and then when things go wrong, you're like, it's okay, let me work through it. Let me have that positive mindset. And positive is a word that everyone uses. Oh, just be positive, just be positive. It doesn't work like that. Like it has to have some deeper meaning. So you have to be kind of committed. You don't have to be, but you could choose to be committed to that goal for your business, for your venture, or for whatever it is for your life. Because really, you think about it, our businesses, our careers, and everything become our life. So if we start to focus on a mindset that works for us and not adopting someone else's mindset, just because Gary Vee out there has a mindset and a different mission doesn't mean that you can just go in and try to take his mission, or Jeff Lopes or anyone else out there, right? That's doing great things. They're doing great things, and you can look at them and model after them. But at the end of the day, your mindset is going to be your mindset. It's not going to be exactly the same way as your neighbors or another entrepreneurs. It's going to be different. So you want to kind of find that little place of where you're zen, you kind of feel really good, and you can maintain that every day. Some people say, like Nick Castiglia, a good friend of mine, he's doing awesome. He's out in Ottawa, and he basically always says like 1% each day. And I'm sure that's somewhere else that he heard, but I hear it a lot from him, and it makes sense because every day you just kind of you get a little bit ahead every day, and in 100 days it's 100%, right? That's a kind of mentality. It's not really exactly you're trying to achieve those numbers, but you're trying to think of your day as that, and it really inspires you and gets you to kind of move in the right direction. And if you just take that one step into the right direction of mindset, if it's like a fork in the road, right? If you're going to take the road that's more, it's going to give you success and happiness and joy, and you're going to enjoy it, you're probably going to do better in your business. Whereas if you choose this other side where you're kind of like being very negative, and there's that word negative again, it's like we're numb to positive and negative. It just means BS to us, right? Like we just hear it, oh, be positive, be negative. It pisses you off. It pisses me off. So if you get back and you start thinking that, you know what, okay, this is going to be my mindset. It's not positive. It's not negative. It's just my mindset. And this other way, right? This other way, it's going to lead me down a path of destruction, right? I don't want to go deeper into that hole. So you kind of try to adopt a mindset that works for you. And that mindset just keeps you balanced and keeps you going each day. It keeps you breathing through hard moments, right? And this is what I've learned after decades of being into business, and I'm still learning. And that's why I'm doing those podcasts, because I get to learn a lot from other entrepreneurs that are successful. And I'll tell you, every single one I speak to tells me straight up that it's not easy, And I look at some of these guys like, wow, look at how much you're making, $10 million a year, you're making $2 million a year, or even you're doing 500K a year, but you're happy, you have all this time. But the point is, they're still going through crap. Okay, so to think that you're just going to be like happy in this whole pipe dream, it really, I don't think it's real, to be honest. I think you're always going to have ups and downs, but it's how you react and how you maintain through them. Okay, guys. Anyways, that's my message for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any questions, comments, thumbs up, whatever, I appreciate it. And yeah, good luck with everything. And I wish you guys all the happiness in the world, and along with that, coach success.